Pacers actually won, but before I get into the segments, I just want to talk about Jakar was fighting. I did not fight. Jakar almost got in a fight, and I was up, I was standing, I was cheering, and I was like, "Yeah, Jakar, punch him in the face, punch him in the ball." Defensively, we did decent. I liked it. O'Shea Brissett got 11 rebounds. We got out rebounded by a lot, but O'Shea Brissett got a lot of rebounds. He kind of carried us in rebounding. Karis LeVert had 2 steals. I think Malcolm Brogdon had a few steals. TJ McConnell had 5 steals. Jeez, that's gonna bump his average up. So he might not pass Jimmy, but I think there's like a .1 difference between him and Drew Holiday. So he might be second, and then he'll pass Jimmy Butler later on. But he's still leading the league in total steals with 94, which that is crazy because he's coming off the bench. He's playing way less minutes than really most of the people up there with him. I wouldn't be surprised if like the top 5 guys there, like all four of the other guys there, are averaging more minutes per game than TJ. But that's a video for another time. Edmund Sumner played decent perimeter defense. Drew Holiday played decent perimeter defense. It's just our paint defense isn't the same without Miles. It's kind of difficult. Jakar, I feel like, played decent defense. Yeah, our defense was solid. It wasn't the best. We could have rebounded way more. And like without Sabonis and without Miles, you see how much like our rebounding and our interior defense kind of takes a step back without them because they're game changers. But O'Shea Brissett was able to try and make up for Sabonis's output, and everybody like came together to make up for Miles's output with blocks. But yeah, on to the next segment. Offensively, I think we did a good job. Edmund Sumner raining threes. Malcolm Brogdon raining threes. Karis LeVert not exactly raining threes, but using his arsenal of shots. Like he doesn't have just one go-to shot. Like he can shoot a three, and if the 3-point shot is working for him, he'll go and take that like mid-range little floater that he likes to take. That shot is usually the shot that he gets going on. I feel like if teams like see him make a few of those floaters, they know it's over. Like he's on it. He's gonna get on a roll. Same thing with TJ McConnell in his little turn. He posts up, then spins around and fades away from mid range, but doesn't get as much elevation as LeVert. But he gets more separation so he can get the shot off, and then he'll make those, and then TJ gets on a roll. I really like to see Edmund hit threes though. It's so fun to see Edmund Sumner just playing amazingly. And O'Shea Brissett, he had 11 points, I believe, and he made some actually good passes. That one pass to LeVert that should have been an assist, but the shot clock expired. That was so good. That was so good. But yeah, our offense struggled at times, but it got better. It got better. And right now we face the Wizards in the play-in tournament, and I am fine with that. That would be a fun. That'd be a fun one to watch. That'd be a really fun one to watch. Pacers versus Wizards, Pacers versus Toronto, Pacers versus Miami. All those would be interesting. Those would be all fun matchups that I'd want to watch. But yeah, we'd probably get screwed over by the refs against Toronto and Miami. Probably not against the Wizards. That we would probably lose that because we wouldn't make threes. But we could also win those games because we made threes. But whatever. Let's get into the summary. In summary, Jakar Sampson, best enforcer in the NBA. O'Shea Brissett and Doug McDermott got really physical at some points in the game. And Doug McDermott came over, and I forget who they were battling with, but Jakar was battling with somebody on the one of the Pistons players. And McDermott just came through and elbowed him, just went boom and popped him and grabbed the rebound. That was so fun to watch. I don't care that he got a flagrant. That's fun to watch. You can't tell me that you like if you don't enjoy watching physical basketball like that sometimes, like every once in a while, you just don't like basketball. Like that's so fun to watch because it's so soft usually. So it's kind of fun to get energetic and be like, "Yeah, let's go. Fight. Hit somebody. Do something that isn't, crying and whining to a ref." Which usually the Pacers don't do. But it's a nice change of pace from usually how the NBA is to it being physical like most sports. But yeah, it was a good game tonight. It was really fun to watch. It was frustrating at times, but it was really fun. It was really fun at times. It was nice. The only problem I have is that Amid Brima didn't get any freaking playing time. I really want to see him play, but it's probably going to be like O'Shea Brissett, where he doesn't play for a little bit, and then he gets some playing time later. I mean, he's not on a 10-day contract. He's here for the rest of the year, which isn't that long. But I think we'll see Amid Brima play at least a few minutes of basketball. And I'm excited for that because I think like after O'Shea Brissett went off like he did, that kind of showed the front office and like the coaches and stuff like, hey, these G League guys can play and they can play good. They can produce. Like they're going up against still NBA level talent in producing. So, now that a lot of guys have shown that they can produce at the NBA level, I think the G League is going to become more of like less of a minor league where guys just go to finish out their career and never get called up. I think it's going to be more like the minor leagues for the NHL and MLB, where we'll have some guys like that, but it also has some young prospects that will eventually get called up to the major league club and contribute majorly. I think a lot of second round picks are going to get sent down there and then come up and be really good basketball players and contribute to championship level teams. I think that's the way the G League is headed. And I'm glad because like guys like Edmund Sumner, the Raptors, the Pacers, and the Nets are all teams that have a lot of guys from not a lot of guys, but have guys from the G League that are contributing that are contributing a substantial amount on their team with Elijah Johnson, Edmund Sumner, O'Shea Brissett. Cassius Stanley isn't contributing a ton, but he's probably eventually going to. Goga Batadze. And then the Nets, I feel like the Nets have somebody. I mean, not the Nets. The Raptors, I already talked about this. The Raptors, they have Pascal Siakam. OG might have spent some time there. They have some guys on their roster that spent time in the G League. I just don't really remember their names. But there are some teams that are like realizing the G League has major talent in it. It has some really good talent that can contribute to an NBA franchise. And that's good. That's good. Because that's going to help a lot of small market teams. And it's going to add some entertainment to the G League level. It'll bring more attention because more guys are going to be like, oh, these young prospects that could be all-stars one day are playing in the G League. I'm going to go catch a game. And it's beneficial for everybody. It makes the G League more money. It gives more players chances. It's just a win-win for everybody. But yeah, that's my spiel. That doesn't relate to this game whatsoever. I will see you guys next time. As always, I'm not funny, and the Magic game is going to be interesting tomorrow because I don't know how that's going to go with the COVID stuff. So we'll just see. See you guys next time.
Love on each other, as in, tell each other they love. I don't know, who the person is. So, the fuck you doing? The fuck you doing? Dumbass. My bad, y'all.